Everyone, this is Jack with Luxury Cruiser. I'm here on the Uniworld River Ganges II, and I want to give you my 5 reasons why I think you should take the Uniworld River Ganges II cruise through India. My first reason is the staff. No matter where you turn, they're always here to help, whether it's in the dining room, up at the main lounge. If you're getting off the ship, they're always there. If you're on an excursion, they're always there. In your cabin, in your stateroom, the staff on the ship is amazing. Everybody speaks English, so no worries about that. As you're walking around town on excursions, not only do you have a tour guide, but many of the other team members, some of them from the staff in the dining room are with you. Some of the cabin stewards are with you as you're walking around town. So the staff really make the cruise. Number 2 is the itinerary as a whole. Uniworld does a great job in catering and pampering you. Once you're on the ship, you're going up the Ganges, and it is everything I imagined and more. The sights, the excursions, the smells, the people, the overall itinerary of the cruise itself is truly an amazing lifetime experience. It is definitely a bucket list cruise. If it's not on your bucket list, put it on your bucket list. My third reason is the overall pre and post. So as part of the cruise, Uniworld gives you, takes you to Agra. They're also in Delhi, and you also go to Jaipur. The hotels they're providing in each of these destinations for us were the Oberois. These are truly remarkable 6-star hotels that are just a real true juxtaposition in that these hotels, we looked them up, some of them are $800 a night. The Taj, you are at the Oberoi, and out of your balcony, you are just looking at the Taj. You get a visit to the Taj in the evening upon your arrival, and then the next day they take you back there in the morning and you just see the colors of the Taj at different times of the day. The same thing when you're Jaipur, they will take you for jewelry, they will take you if you want to have suits made. The included excursions that are part of the pre are amazing. They also have a pre at an added cost, which we did to Udaipur, and we stayed in the Lake Palace Hotel, which was amazing in the middle of the lake. They tell us it's the hotel that was used for Octopussy, one of the James Bond movies. Our guide, there were only 4 of us with a private guide. He took us to a local restaurant. The guides were truly what makes the trip going back to number 1, which is the staff. We are doing the post to Varanasi. It is an add-on, but I was told if you're coming to India, it's something that you have to do. My third thing would be the food. People have concerns about Indian food. I love Indian food. My Indian friends told me, be prepared for the spice. What I will tell you is the chef on board and his team are truly accommodating. Every meal has Western options as well as Indian options. If you see something on the menu that you're concerned about spice level, just talk to the chef. If there's something not on the menu that you want, he always has chicken available. There is always salmon available. There are vegetarian options. The chef will customize. The only thing you won't see is beef. Again, because it's a Hindu-based cruise, so there is no beef. There is pork, there is chicken, there is fish. But I have to say, the overall culinary experience for me was amazing. The culinary experience at the hotels, at the Oberois, the breakfast buffets were truly excellent. Again, with the food, for breakfast, it is a buffet breakfast. There is a cooking station with eggs, so whatever type eggs you want. There's maybe 3 or 4 Indian options. There's definitely always fresh fruit. For lunch, again, you probably have 5 to 6 hot items. You have a salad bar, you have additional appetizers, and there's always desserts. For dinner, dinner is a sit-down affair, formal tablecloths, wine and beer with all meals. Again, it's Uniworld, so there is an open bar policy. But the food was truly a highlight of the meal for me. Now, I think one of the other things for me was the excursions. every excursion was included as part of the cruise. And these are excursions that are really immersive in terms of some days it was planes, trains, and automobiles. We were on our ship having to take the little sampan ship that is trailed behind the ship to get off, walking on a bamboo plank, walking a mile in the dirt, watching the cows, but meeting local people. One day we went to a primary school and the whole school emptied out. Other days we went to temples. So if you're looking for European museums and culture and things like that, that's not what you're getting. You are truly getting immersed in India, whether it's honking of the horns, walking through the towns, going to a market, talking with the locals. I think that the excursions really made the cruise. There's typically one excursion, some days you have two. There is definitely time to relax on the cruise. So those are my top 5 reasons, and I would say my 6th reason, I can't count anymore, would be the surprises. The cruise team, whether it's your cruise manager, the restaurant managers, the gentleman for the excursion team, at least 3 or 4 times during the week, they threw some amazing surprises, which I'm not going to ruin. All I can tell you is if you're taking the cruise and they tell you be up at 9, be up for that, stay up until 9. I know it sounds crazy to say stay up, but truly you're out some days at 5 in the morning. So if they tell you there's going to be a surprise, go with the surprise. If there's an early morning tour, go with the early morning tour. But this was truly an amazing, amazing cruise. Uniworld does a great job. I've taken probably 8 or 9 Uniworld cruises. The cabins are very nice. The staterooms are nice. They have in-room mini bars with beverages. But again, the ship is small, and I think that what really makes it. And I would say one of the added pluses is the other people on the cruise. There's only 28 staterooms, so 50 some people. There feels like there's that many staff, but the typical client we've met, the typical person on the ship, have been well traveled. So it is great just hanging out with people, meeting people over the 10 to 14 days you're with them and learning about their travel experiences. This is not your first cruise experience. Take a European river cruise as your first, and this is definitely a much more immersive experience. It is definitely different than any of the Uniworld river cruises in Europe, but truly something that I would say was on my bucket list and exceeded any expectations I had. Thank you, Uniworld. Thank you, River Ganges II staff, for making this a great vacation.